Hello lovelies, welcome to my channel. My name is Esther. In this video I will show you how to cut overlap top. Fold your fabric into two. We'll be cutting out the back first, okay, and divide your shoulder by two and mark, and go down and mark your chest line, okay, and also mark your waist, your shoulder to your waist, and also from your shoulder to your chest line, shoulder to your waist, and mark it, and also divide your shoulder measurement, and also mark it on your chest line and connect the lines like so. That will serve as your armhole line. Okay, so we'll be imputing our measurements in our neck measurement. The neck measurement we're using is 3 inches, 3.5 inches by 1 inch for back. Okay, so I'll come down by 1 inch for shoulder slant for the armhole line. Okay, so I will be adding half an inch for joining, because this overlap actually have a flay, a kind of 180-degree flay on the down, right? So I divided my bust to measure the bust I'm working with. I divided it into four and mark it and add 2 inch for sewing allowance, because I'll be adding lining to this top, right? So I divide the armhole line by two and connect the bust measurement to it, which will now serve as the armhole curve. Okay, also divide your waist measurement by four, mark it and add your sewing allowance, 2 inch sewing allowance. Okay, you can add more if you're adding lining to it, right? So, and curve your neckline. Like, the next thing is to cut it out. Like I said, we'll be cutting out the back first. All right, so this is actually the back. So after cutting this, I will use it and cut another piece for this. So I'll cut out the shoulder slant and cut out the bodies also, right? So after cutting it out, the next thing I will be doing is to fold it into two again. Fold my fabric into two again. Fold my fabric into two again, and also cut this piece again. Okay, so this will serve as the back, right? So I will place it on my fabric that I folded into two to cut out something like this again, that I'll be using to create the overlap in front. Okay, I'll be using it to create the overlap in front, right? So this is making it the second one. So after cutting it out, I will set one aside, right? I will set one aside and open up one, okay, for the overlapping. The one I set aside will be for the back, okay? So this one will be for front. So what I did was to notch the midpoint and iron it down to be sure that that is the midpoint, okay? We'll be working from the midpoint. All right, so from the midpoint on the waist, you go out by 5 inch. You can go out by 4 inch, 4.5, but I go out by 5 inch because I will be attaching band there. Okay, so after sewing it, it will remain 4.5, right? So from your neck, you come down by 7 inches. You can come down by 6.5, by 6, by 8, depending how wide, how deep you want the neckline to be. So what I will be doing is to connect from the neckline to that 7 inch that I come down from. I will also connect from that 7 inches down to the waist, 5 inches that I go out from. Watch what I'm doing. For the neck, I will connect it to that 7 inches, and from that 7 inches, I will connect it to the waist. Like I said, I go out by 5 inch from the midpoint. I go out by 5 inch on the side. I also connect it down to the 5 inch I go out from. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do right now is to cut it out. Okay, cut it out. Cutting of overlap is very, very simple. It's just like basic. It's the normal basic. It's just the trick. If you watch it very well, you will understand the trick here. Okay, so we'll be using this particular one to cut out the second one that makes it that overlap. We place it on your fabric. Okay, you open your fabric and place it on it. Make sure the wrong side is facing make sure the right side is facing the right side, okay, so that you will get it correctly, and trim out the another piece like so. It is very simple. Okay, very simple. And make sure that the right side is facing each other for you to get it correctly, so that you will not make any mistake. All right, so we are done cutting it out. So the next thing we're going to do is to open it up, and here is our overlap. Okay, here is our overlap. I'll be uploading the full tutorial on how to cut, sew it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and click on the notification bell for more videos.